going to say remember that this moment is a pivot point. So from what you are feeling right now will actually produce the future, if you will. It will move you in the direction of the frequencies that match up with whatever you're feeling right now. And it will also move you away from the negative frequencies in the past and put you in alignment with the positive frequencies from the past. So if you think of yourself in the middle of a compass, for example, and so you're that focal point right in the middle. But when you turn by altering your frequencies in here, then your compass will turn, and then you can look out in that direction and things will be different. But the really cool thing is that everything in the past is different as well. So it's really, really important to forget about anything negative in the past. I mean, when I'm thinking the past, certainly I'm talking a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but I'm also talking about a minute ago, or 30 seconds ago when you read that email that came up and you were kind of expecting it was a negative one. Now, from right this moment, though, you can stop that. You can stop it by saying, oh, whatever that was, it's really good for me because everything works out for me. Everything works out for me. Everything works out for me. And if you look, and if you want to, you can turn around and look at the past and notice that, wow, even those negative things kind of worked out in a very positive way. And as a matter of fact, the most negative, the more the positive. It's a balancing thing. It's frequency balancing. So, but listen, we don't really care about the past, do we? We don't want to look at it. We don't need to look at it. We really only want to, care about maybe what's coming up or how we feel right now, because both of those things are quite important. Now, one of a good friend I know said to me one time, he's very smart, very aware. We were talking about fear, and he said, well, the only thing that I fear is some of these thoughts that I may not know that I'm thinking. I may not be consciously aware that I'm thinking some of this negative stuff. It may be, running in the background. And I said, wow, you really know what you're talking about, because that is what produces our quote unquote future. Now, of course, we all know by being on this channel and others that there's no past, present, future. Well, there's a present, there's only here and now, but there's no future, there's no past. It's all right now. So, the jumping, the quantum jumping, the parallel universes, all that is just nomenclature for different frequencies for right here and right now. Right here, right now. It's all exist for our delight and for our entertainment right now. It's this big smorgasbord, past, present, and future for us to choose from. We can choose positive things from the past, quote unquote the past, to produce positive things from the future. And so that's what I'd like to do. But I'd kind of like to really focus on right here, right now. I feel great. Man, I feel really good right now. I don't know. I feel good right now. Are things, quote unquote, working out for me? I mean, is everything the way I want it to be in this moment? No. There's not. It's contrast. If everything was perfect, what would I do? I'd probably just sit here and do nothing and observe and say, wow, everything's perfect. And then maybe cease to be, because what else is there to do? There's nothing to do. So the being it's focusing on our frequencies, observing what shows up, and getting excited about that. Oh, and then, hey, the biggest excitement is knowing this information, what I just said. That's the biggest excitement to have, period. Are you kidding me? You mean we're not a victim of our circumstances out here? We're not just flopping around out here waiting for the next negative accident to happen, and going to the hospital, or, having a relationship breakup, or losing all of our personal belongings, or any of that stuff. No, it's all for us and for our entertainment and our frequency and our participation, if you will, in the great creative expansion of the universe.